What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Why Even Bother podcast.
No, wrong thing.
My bad, you're right. We're not doing video podcasts yet. Right? Little teaser. And we're not doing a video podcast. Anyway, this is Michael.
This is Scott.
And today we're going over probably one of my favorite passages of the Bible. As you know, I was a history major in college. I love history. And Abraham Lincoln actually quotes part of this passage. He says, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." He was talking about the Civil War when the Confederacy split off from the Union. And Jesus here was talking about, they said that he's casting out demons in the name of Satan. And he's like, why would Satan do that?
Right.
Why would Satan destroy his own house? But it can also be applied to us as Christians. We always deal with these small, insignificant facts like, oh, should I homeschool my kids? Should I send them to private school? Should I send them to a public school? When in the end, there are much bigger issues at hand that we should really be right. in a united front against.
Mm-hmm. See, I think we as Christians nowadays, we get really fixated on these small topics. We're so fixated on when we're right, who we disagree with, and just knowing the better route, knowing the better answer than other people, that we actually divide ourselves from people within our own church as well as outside of the church. And I think that's very contrary to any way that Jesus lived, because he's constantly surrounded by people who maybe didn't just flat out disagreed with everything he said, people who weren't living the way he wanted them to live, but he was there in community, in relation with them, loving them. And I think to fixate on these disagreements, these divisions in our society, and make that dictate how we interact with people really divides us in a harmful way.
Yeah, so 1 Corinthians 3:4-6 tell us about different guys who were bringing people to Christ. There was Paul, there was Apollos, and Paul said, I planted the seed, Apollos watered, but God's the one who made it grow. So even in our divisions, we can still see growth, but that growth can only come through God and through him working in and through each and every single one of us.